Sorry, I'm going to have more than that.
I thrifted this!
I love that. Oh, you've got to keep that. This is very much how my mum dressed when she had me in the 80s.
5 hours later, we found out he has fractured his big toe. New vlog, it's a Monday, and I'm running late. So that's a good sign. But I'm dressed like a human. I don't know why I say that, because I can dress however I want, whatever mood I'm in, but I feel like when I say human, I mean like I've actually like thoughtfully dressed this morning, got up with intention. I plan on having a good day today, more rain, which I'm not buzzed about. I am very panicky though. Don't know how I'm going to piece this together and make this a vlog, because I think we know that my brain is weird and it can't process things very quickly in some circumstances, like doing 2 things at once. But I am just over positively thinking in my brain. I'm meeting Leahanna for some brunch today because we're going to talk about the podcast that I've been talking about here and there. Leahanna works in a school, so it's really hard to pin her down sometimes, but she's also the most sociable person I know. So really it just ends up falling on me, just going, I'm not very well, when are you next free, etc, etc. So we've landed on today. I'm looking forward to seeing her, which is positive and great, but I'm still anxious. Like, I've left the house, that's my comfort bubble. I know I'm meeting up with someone safe that makes me feel good, but it's the unknown. But I've got to do more of this stuff because I will just get worse and worse and worse. So it's hard, it's tiring. To most people, going out for brunch is probably the most exciting, normal, lovely occasion thing to look forward to. And I don't want to, no diss to Leahanna because I fucking love her, but it is painful to do stuff like this. And she's so accommodating. She'll be like, look, we'll just come round to yours, like, or just come round to mine, so that, like, not going somewhere out in public. But like, no, I want to do this and I know I can do this. So we're testing that today, but it's going to be fine because I'm going out with the positive vibes. But hello, welcome to a new vlog. Sorry that the last one obviously didn't go up on the Sunday like I think I said it would. Thursdays are my go-tos, but just hasn't been falling that way at the moment. But I'm hoping that this one, or this week, will be like, I'll put a vlog up on Monday, this evening, and then this one will go up on Thursday. I'm gonna go food shopping and Andrew's not here this evening, so I have to fend for myself. So I'm going to cook a gusto recipe that I enjoy and that I like, but I'm going to have to go home after Leahanna, get the recipe card and then go out. The roads have been so bad that to go back out again and face, well, just getting out of my drive really. The roads are still just so bad. The kids have now broken up from school, which I don't know is going to be a pro or a con. I'm meeting Leahanna now at where I got married. I looked at the menu and it was the only one. I know the toilets are nice there, so that's like takes off a bit of anxiety knowing that. So I've done everything I could. I just need to just get there and embrace it. It'll be fine. Positive. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
You alright?
Yeah, for some reason my phone's not connecting to my car, so I missed your call.
That's right. No, I just wanted to say, don't stress over anything. If you start feeling like unwell or anything, just give me a call. Just go to the toilet and give me a call. Don't feel that you can't call me, okay?
I think I'll be fine. I'm overthinking it.
You'll be absolutely fine. You're more than fine.
That's what I was going to ask. Is it adding flavor or is it adding frothy texture? Because it's for flavor. Because I'm sorry, I don't.
Right, the garlic has been peeled and tear the basil. Right, I think that's good enough. Now it wants me to have a food processor. I do not have a food processor. Okay. Oh, here it is. Yay! Right, so I've got this doodad. Actually, I haven't even said what I'm making. I am making, this is one of my favourite recipes. Anything with king prawns I like. I'm making a, oh, this is so strong. a garlicky prawns with tomato and green butter orzo. So it's gonna look like this. It is. There's no other option. And I've got to peel the garlic, which I did, roughly tear the basil, including the stalks, reserve a couple of leaves for garnish. Well, I didn't do that. And I'm not going to do garnish anyway, it's basil for frick's sake. So it wants 20 grams, so I'm going to do that. You know what? We're just eyeballing. What classifies as a knob? A knob, I'm going to say, is like a corner. A corner. Put this sucker on. Oh, hello. Oh, that smells fantastic. Blitzed but not smooth. 350 ml. So not much has happened, but this is not a dish that I've ever like come across other than getting it from Gusto, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to share it. So here we go. So I've chopped tomato, and the basil butter, garlicky butter, is there. Half of it has gone in here with the orzo, and then the vegetable stock that I did as well, and it's telling you to just like gently stir it. I'm sure I think this is some form of marinating, you know. Place half tomatoes evenly on top of the orzo. They should sink down. So I would say that's about half. Season with a generous crack of black pepper. Put the dish in the oven for 18 to 20 minutes or until the stock has been absorbed. Okay, so it's almost like a risotto. Whilst the tomato and green... Okay, let's do this. Let's put you in. Okay. I did not do the black pepper. Generous. Good luck. I don't know whether I'll be able to edit this out. I was supposed to add all the halved tomatoes, not half the tomatoes. I was looking at the recipe, I was like, well, when do I add the rest of the tomatoes? So they went back in, almost done. But now I've got to do the king prawns. And I'm petrified. I do not want to have the shits. And this is why whenever I cook, or I nominate myself to cook, it tends to be a risotto, and the only meat I cook is pancetta, because it's like a pancetta-y and pea risotto thing. We're going in the realm of seafood here now, and I have done this before, but with supervision. So I'm due to see my friend Leahanna tomorrow, and she's bringing her daughter Ada over. We're sorting my wardrobe out. It's going to be insane, but it's going to feel so good. So fingers crossed I don't have the shits. I'm going to say that's hot, and let's just pop that in. Okay, it's melting. Oh, I shouldn't be left on my own. Let it effervesce. Add the king prawns and the juice of half a lemon. Add the juice of half a lemon without the seeds. Hey Siri, set timer for 3 minutes. I need to have more faith in myself. I need to stop being so self-deprecating. But the thing is that I'm really good at it. So it's come out the oven, and it's absorbed all the stock and butter and stuff. But it looks like rice, but it's orzo. Oh, it tastes so good. This is for 2 people. I'm salivating already, can you tell? It's for 2 people. I could eat this all. And then I've got them going. So half of this, then half of them is a meal. But I'm sorry, I'm going to have more than that. Not too shabby. Just pray for me that I don't get the shits tomorrow. I think I have actually cremated these prawns. They're going to be so tough and not that nice, but I'd prefer that than shit, so fingers crossed. I do look rank.
Does it show you what you look like?
Yeah. So I'm in my closet. Well, we're all in the closet. I have dragged Leahanna around today. We had a good little meet yesterday talking about our podcast, but today we're talking clothes, and I'm just gonna cut my losses with a few billion items that I have that just aren't serving me anymore. And Leahanna is, well, you're fabulous on selling bits on Vinted, so I am learning a few tips. Where I haven't gone to sell things online is because I don't really know how to take decent photos of them. That's why things maybe haven't sold in the past. So I've got some chinos here that are a bit too big for me. And Leahanna was like, look, just create an outfit on the floor and do a bit of a flat lay. So she's thinking chinos, a vest, All Saints jacket that doesn't fit me, but we're going to worry about that next time. And then some Doc Martens there, and then that would be a good picture. But we're going through it all. Lots of dresses and lots of tops. So I'm very thankful. I've got all of that. That's what I've already put as vintage as well. It's a lot of stuff. This is mainly summer stuff, and I just need to let go. And I also feel like we're going into August now, and I'm going to sell all this stuff. Is anyone actually going to want it?
What, summer stuff?
That's winter stuff.
So the summer stuff at the other side. Oh my
Right.
god, it's still got tags on it. Grace.
And I know this doesn't fit me because this was last summer, and I love this dress. I wore this in 2018. Wait, what is this? What is this?
Is it a skirt?
No. It's a jumpsuit.
I mean, it's very much like that romper that little girl was wearing yesterday. Isn't it?
Well, I did like it.
What is it, a wrap dress?
It is a wrap dress, but it's a very short wrap dress.
Oh yeah. I think it's very Pamela Anderson circa 1990, Tommy Lee on the boat. Look how organised you are with your little compartments
I
though.
love packing squares.
Do you?
You're going to love me for this.
What's this?
I thrifted this!
I love that. Oh, you've got to keep that. Ba-da! Open it up. My God, Molly May.
Let's go and milk the cows!
This is very much how my mum dressed when she had me in the 80s with this one. You've got very, very Western Molly May type clothes in here. These little Daisy Dukes.
Well, do you know what? I was a bit desperate when I bought stuff like that because I didn't know how to dress for America because of the humidity. Oh, sorry.
Well, it's very thin, isn't it?
Where to begin? So, had an amazing time. Oh, there is literally no space. Yesterday went really well with Leahanna. Leahanna is just amazing and a fabulous all-round person, individual, Bezzy mate. One of her amazing things is that she is so fabulous when it comes to clothing. She always finds bargains charity shopping, whether it's in this country or in Poland. So I've basically recruited her to help me with my shit show of a wardrobe, and I mean, I haven't even told her that in the shed I've got clothes in plastic boxes. In the storage I've got more clothes. It's going to be a whole process, and I know that I'm vlogging this as like part of my weekly vlog thingies that I put out on this camera, but I think as this develops, I think I might use one of my fancy cameras and kind of sit down, talk about my objectives and what I'm trying to achieve here with my wardrobe, because I think the first step is obviously like going through it all and just selling it, so then I have money to then buy new stuff, but also like realizing, appreciating what I do have, what does work, and then obviously what's missing. But I feel like it just opens up a whole can of worms in the sense that we're talking summer clothes, we're talking autumn, spring, winter. Like this is a massive overhaul of clothes that I'm addressing. But it also comes down to what makes me feel good, my body shape, how to dress for my body shape, because I know that that'll make me feel better and appreciate my body a lot more, but also what my preferences are. I like loose baggy clothing, but I tend to then fall into a trap of dressing myself like I've gone into lost property and just put some stuff and then shoved it on baggy, and you can do baggy on baggy, but I feel like I do it in a way where it's like I'm not purposefully thinking about it, I'm putting it on and I don't really care, and with that comes with bad mental health and not washing my face. But I feel like when you get up, you shower, you wash your hair or you wash your face, you get ready, everything's kind of like a routine but also a thoughtful process, and in doing so I feel like it then sets you up for like the next step and the next step. So you think about, oh, I'm going to wear these trousers today. Oh, I know that that's going to go with that top. Whereas really, I feel like I'm closing my eyes, opening my drawer and just picking stuff and be like, well, at least I've got clothes on today. And I want to stop doing that, because obviously it's gotten to a point now where like I think very little of myself, and I've started just to not care across the board. So I think that's what I've been trying to say for quite a long time. Very thankful for Leahanna. She's given me so many ideas. How to set up Vinted in a way, like photos, and how to put things together, flat lays. I'm selling one item, but this is how you could style it. So that was all fabulous, great day. And then I had a phone call from Andrew saying that he's really not good. He was at Latitude on Friday from like late morning to silly o'clock at night. I didn't think he'd come home till like 1 in the morning. But anyway, he ended up lugging a load of gear up a hill for like 40 minutes, 45 minutes or whatever. And I think he's hurt his foot. He's got a low pain threshold that 3 days later, as of yesterday, I had to take him to A&E. 5 hours later, we found out he has fractured his big toe, or the bone that goes up to his, that goes into his big toe. I don't really understand anatomy and bones and stuff. But anyway, he's about to go do a massive job for like 4 days, and it involves a bit of walking. So the A&E was just a non-negotiable. I didn't know whether he'd broken his foot, he had fractured it in an awkward way, or whether at least we can go to A&E and someone can strap it up or show you how to strap up so he can get through the next couple of days. But regardless, whether it was yesterday or next week, he would have had to have gone to A&E to have it looked at, because you go to the doctors, you then get a referral for an x-ray. It's a whole process in the UK. Very thankful for it. Kind of needs to be addressed. So we found out that it is just something that's going to have to heal on its own. It's going to be painful, it's going to be uncomfortable, it's going to take potentially 4 weeks. Less than ideal. Yeah, that threw a spanner in, and has made me worry quite a bit, because I'm not going to be with Andrew for the next couple of days. So yes, this is my week. Hello. So far so good. Not really. Well, not with that anyway. But yeah, I've now got to tidy up the mess I made yesterday. We are up, we are getting ready, and we're sorting it out. Sort this out, and then I'll get myself ready and progress with the day. But this is the shit show. I feel like this is getting more and more embarrassing as this vlog drags on. I do apologise. I've been doing a lot of this, sitting and talking to camera, but I think it's important to a certain degree. Yes, I am in my sloth t-shirt for the 3rd day, but it's just because I've been darting around the house doing bits. Yesterday, I ended up spending the whole day organising the clothes that I'd put in separate piles, whether it was folding them, taking photos of them to then be sold on Vinted, or clothes that I found out that I want to keep but they've been kept in a suitcase and need to be washed, etc, etc. But I am so bloody chuffed with Vinted. I put up, I believe, 18 items yesterday to be sold, and like 6 of them have already gone. A good few of them were people where they put in offers and it was like £2 less than what I asked for, and I was like, sure. I basically want my clothes to go to a new home where they will be thoroughly enjoyed. But there are a lot of clothes that Leahanna and I went through where I had really happy stages enjoying them. My taste and my style, I would say, is definitely muted as I've gotten older, but I remember, and whatever photos I found to go up with the listing, I've shared of me enjoying it and ways that you can style it. So I've spoken to a good couple of people that are interested in buying my stuff and have pressed the buy button, and it just gives you that really like, I can do this feeling, where all I've really ever done is like either put it to one side because I'll lose weight and fit into them, or out sight out of mind kind of thing. But I cannot stress enough how much I valued Leahanna's time and coming round. I already saw her on Monday for brunch and she paid for my fish finger sandwich, and now I'm dragging her around to my house and subjecting her to go through all my clothes. So if you're watching this, Leahanna, thank you, lots of love as per. And on to the next task, which will be, I think we're going to do a lot of charity shops down Magdalen Street in Norwich. And then I think we're gonna go into the city, and when it's maybe a bit more quieter, and look in Zara, H&M, John Lewis, M&S, whatever, just a little troll around the shops to look out for a few basics that could be quite helpful. But today, whilst I finish editing the vlog, because I'm eager for this to go up today, Thursday, I need to get ready to go to a PT session. Andrew started training with his friend James, and I used to PT with Kat. They're a married couple, very, very lovely. And they have a business called Norwich Fitness Academy. And I used to go to boot camp there religiously, and then COVID hit and I couldn't really afford to go anymore, and it just kind of fizzled out. I think I just lost the confidence to go back, and I was kind of like, do you know what, I'm gonna give just getting a gym membership and doing that another go. Kind of went well. I mean, it went well because I met my friend Beth through there and did PTing with her, and it was lovely to meet her. But now I feel like I've been so poorly this year, which I've also been thinking about. I'm going to do a separate video of why I'm poorly all the time, all my ailments, and what I'm currently doing to fix it at the moment, because I feel like there is always a mini segment of me just going, I'm unwell, I'm poorly, or I'm dealing with this. And with all my ailments, on top of that is anxiety, and that's its own little sideshow. So I will go into detail and go in deep on all of that, but if I ever did that on a vlog, and if I continue to ramble now, it would be like another half an hour or so. So I'll talk about that another time. But when it comes to anxiety and just where I am now, exercising is so important. So as I said, Andrew's been PTing with James. It's been going really well, and Andrew's seen me go through my struggles the last couple of months, and he's kind of pushed me. It's just like, just go have a couple of sessions with Kat, like get back on track, or get that confidence back, see what your weights are, see what you can do and what you can't do with how you're feeling at the moment, and what my body is physically going through at the moment, and get a professional's stance on it, I suppose. So I'm really anxious about going to this PT, shocker, and I've given Kat the heads up of like how I'm feeling, what I've been like recently, and she's like, we'll take it slow. But I do think it's gonna, with all the other things that I'm putting into place, this is just gonna be something where I can be like, okay, I see Kat maybe once every 2 weeks or once a week for a good couple of sessions, 6, 7, 10 sessions, and then pairing that with maybe going to the gym and doing like half an hour there when I can, a couple of times a week, and get it to feel more normal, basically to set me up. So now I need to go get myself ready for the gym. Not a lot has changed really, back in the same position where I was last time, and if you like chatty vlogs, well clearly this one's for you. PT session with Kat went so well, so much so that I didn't panic once when I was there. We were constantly talking. I really did exert myself, which I was quite surprised at what I was capable of doing, and it looks like I'm going to be doing it for 6 sessions or 8 sessions once a week, where things fit and marry up both sides. But really, really proud and chuffed of myself. I don't really know what else to say. I feel like I'm trying to rush to get this up on Thursday, because whenever things kind of go a little bit off course, I then change my aim for it to be like a Sunday or a Thursday. But I'm keen for this to get up this evening and start a brand new vlog for the following Thursday, and I might do a sit down talky video that will go up on Sunday, because I'm here by myself for the rest of this week and the weekend. I don't think I'm going to see Andrew till Monday, so I'm going to try and be productive. I'll probably just end up working, to be fair. I've washed all my vintage clothes that have sold, so I've got to send them out. I'm getting Botox done tomorrow. I am so done with these lines, and whenever I attempt to put on makeup, it always sits in them, and it just really bugs me. I'm also going to talk to Libby as well, just about some filler in my face that I'm thinking of dissolving. I think my chin's a little bit too much for my side profile. If you know me at all or follow me on Instagram, I'm very, very open about stuff that I've had done or get done. I think the only thing that's left in my face is jaw filler, my chin, my lips and my smile lines. My smile lines were very, very deep and creased. Nothing wrong with that, but I feel like having filler in there softens them, and I really like that look, so I have kept up with that. I think going forward I'm just not really going to bother too much with filler. I do appreciate Botox, but not hardcore. For me, I don't know whether it's a 30s things coming into your 30s. I'm really working on my skincare, and when you do have Botox, I think I'm just going to have it in my frown lines here. And I think Libby's going to try and put some Botox in my chin to stop it moving, because there is quite a bit of filler in there, but I don't know whether I can dissolve it with what's marrying all up here. It doesn't look bad at all. It's just something that I fixate on when I catch myself sometimes. We all have these little things that niggle at us, so I'm just going to get her opinion on it. Yeah, as I said, going forward, I think I'm only really interested in keeping up with Botox in my forehead here, but when makeup sits in it, really just, it winds me up and makes me feel a little bit old. So if I can afford it and if I'm able to do it, that would be my preference rather than filler. So being transparent here, as always, that will be happening tomorrow, so that will be in the next vlog, and I'm probably going to talk a bit of skincare with Libby. So that's on the agenda tomorrow, and seeing Leahanna again for the 3rd time this week. God love her. I hope she's not going to get sick of me. We are going charity shopping. I don't know what to expect. I'm not a thrifter. She's an avid thrifter. She's going to show me some tips and tricks. She's just got an eye for it. She's fantastic. So we're going to spend the morning doing that, and then I'll be going and seeing Libby, and then it'll be back home by myself, me and the dogs, sorting some dinner out, and then probably a weekend of working, catching up with a little bit of work, addressing a few things. I've neglected Willa big time because I've been poorly, and I don't just want to put stuff up willy-nilly because it's something brand new and I want to keep up with the aesthetic, what I'm trying to achieve, and go from there. So I'm not sure what to make of this vlog, but I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope it's given you a little bit of insight on how I'm trying to work on myself, care for myself, love myself, develop as an individual, whether that's cooking in the kitchen, sorting my wardrobe out, or getting on the exercising train. They're all important. So would love to know if you're going through a similar journey. How's it going? Have you got any tips and tricks? And I'm wishing you a very wonderful weekend. Toodaloo, and speak soon. Peace.